I like the line, "What peace nothingness brings." And I thought, yeah, because I really don't get into my own belief structure, mythology. Who even knows what to believe anymore, you know? But I certainly don't think there's a sky wizard that grants wishes. I'll say that. But even if we die and there is nothing, nothing at all, then I would be okay with that, I think, because in my own experience of being in pain, having been in pain every single day since 2009, when, I almost died in a car accident, um, it nothingness sometimes sounds good, I'm in pain every moment of the day. I have been, for a long time. But I don't say this as a poor me thing. There are videos about it. The first videos ever posted to the channel before this channel became what it is now, when I didn't know what I wanted this channel to be. I just wanted to get my story out. The very first videos on the channel are of that. But I just say it in relation to, I understand the longing and the yearning to not feel a certain way anymore, be it physical or mental or emotional, whatever you're feeling. You have that longing inside of you to not feel that way anymore. And I understand the not so much romanticized, just the literal base notion of nothing. Because if there's nothing, there's nothing. So there's no pain, and there's, and I'm not saying I would do anything drastic. I mean, I've survived this for as long as I have, and I've hit the bottom of the barrel. I've been underneath the barrel. Trust me. And then Larry says, "I thought Larry Trainer died a long time ago, and this is some fucked up afterlife." And yeah, that hit me because I've thought that as well. Because I hate to feel like I'm beating this dead horse of like what happened to me in 2009. It applies to a lot of like what I go through in my own life, and I've thought that. It was a car accident that I was lucky to walk away from. I'm lucky to walk at all. I was very close to death, and sometimes I wonder that, was I supposed to die? And the reason I won't heal. It's been, 12 years. I'm not healing. That's not normal. Is it because that on that day I died and my physical self can't heal because you can't heal what's already dead? I've had thoughts like that. Did I die? And then I'm just stuck in this, fucked up afterlife. And which is awful to say, the friends I've made and the experiences I've had and being with Justin, I'm not in any way saying that is meaningless or bad. It's not at all. But it's also a torture because you have these friends who want to be friends with you, but then they go away because you can't be the kind of friend they want you to be. You can't go to their house. You can't go to their parties because you can't physically trust yourself that you won't get hurt or you won't get into another accident. It's a hard time getting people to understand the debilitating fear of reliving something. Because I've been, from 2009 to 2014, I was in 4 car accidents. 2009 almost killed me. The next 3 kept setting me back. There's a reason I've not left the house in a long time. I don't even want to say how long because, I'm safe here. Like, there are variables here, but I can control them to the best of my ability. Living with unpredictable neighbors, but go out there, anything can happen because it has happened. So sorry again to go on that tangent, but yeah, I thought about it. Is this some fucked up afterlife? Did I get Justin? Did I get the gift of Justin just to be tortured, to not be the person that he deserves? As a person, as a whole person, physically, you are a deficit, but hoping that emotionally and being supportive and mentally and all of that, spiritually, all of that, that's enough in the end. And it's a fear. And that's when it creeps in, is this like some kind of messed up hell where you're given good things in order to be tortured for what you can't be? So when he said that, it made me really kind of self-reflect. As always, it'll be interesting to see where we go in the next episode and beyond. But that is in the future. For now, that is going to wrap this one up. I apologize again if I went down some dark roads or anything like that. It didn't intend to be melodramatic or anything. Just sometimes something like, clicks in your brain and it opens up the lock and, the door opens and then, the thoughts come out. That's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's catharsis. It's sharing moments and experiences, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's not. So maybe someone out there is going through the same thing you are. Maybe you're going through what I'm going through in some way, and you can identify with that, much like Larry and Rita and everyone there. You know, you're going through something that no one else is going through. I've never met anyone else that's going through what I'm going through the way I am. I've never met anyone else that got injured so badly in a car accident to the extent they did, and then 12 years later, they're still not healed. They have a back condition that no one can identify to get 5 different diagnoses from 5 different doctors, you know? It's maddening. So to be able to like, talk about it, and I said maybe somebody out there can identify with and be like, oh my God, I'm going through that too. I can, yes. You know, you're not necessarily looking for answers. You're just looking for commonality, someone else. Like I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. I'm trying to wrap this up and I'm going down my, this is supposed to be a episodic review thing, not, sorry. We'll stop now.